Kung nais natin na gumanda ang ating ekonomiya, kung nais natin na magkaroon ng maayos na COVID response, kung nais natin na inuuna ang mga frontliner, inuuna ang ayuda, inuuna ang ayuda, inuuna ang ayuda, inuuna ang ayuda, inuuna ang ayuda.
Tanging si Senador Kiko Pangilinan ang tumutol sa Senate Bill 1564 o panukalang Bayanihan Law 2. Sa botong 22-1, tanging si Senador Kiko Pangilinan ang tumutol.
Wow. Wow.
Inuuna ang ayuda, inuuna ang ating mga kababayan. Iluklok natin ang gobyernong tapat. Mahalaga ang nakataya, napakahalaga, kinabukasan natin, buhay natin, kaligtasan natin, trabaho natin, ekonomiya natin, kita natin, lahat yan nakataya, huwag tayong magkakamali. At tayo ang pinakamakapangyarihan sa lahat sa araw ng halalan. Hindi kami mga politiko ang makapangyarihan. Ang taong bayan. Hindi ang nakataya. Ang makapangyarihan sa lahat ay ang taong bayan. Huwag po tayong magsusugal. Huwag tayong magsusugal sa may pahit ng kurako. Huwag tayong magsusugal sa may pahit ng kurakot.
Meanwhile,
This man doesn't know her. What he knows, he never met her, never talked to her, never looked into her eyes, never listened to her, doesn't know how she feels, knows nothing about her. All he knows is what he's read. And, you know, when I heard about the case, that's what I knew. That's the first, my first response was just like his. And I didn't take this case until I met the woman, talked to her, understood her, listened to her, and began to try to understand who she was as a human being. And that's what a jury did in this case. They listened to the evidence, not what the newspaper said, because in this case the newspapers had indeed convicted her, and this, as you can see.
Huwag tayong magsusugal sa may bahit ng kurakot.
Boboto ba kayo sa magnanakaw?
Walang may gusto ng magnanakaw. Kung may record ng pagnanakaw, ekis na agad sa gobyerno. Lalo na pag hindi nagsoli, alam mong magnanakaw ulit. Magnanakaw ulit.
And that's what a jury did in this case. They listened to the evidence, not what the newspaper said, because in this case the newspapers had indeed convicted her, and this, as you can see. The largest single base of CIA's is in the Philippines. There wasn't anything that the Marcoses did that the CIA didn't know about. And, you know, I found out as I went into this case and listened to the evidence that there wasn't really any evidence that Mr. Marcos was a crook. There wasn't any evidence that he violated any of the laws. The government brought over here witness after witness, 95 witnesses, and showered this court with 300,000 documents. And they had the PCGG, who could do whatever they wanted to with witnesses.
You're saying the
no evidence of any violation of the laws by Mr. Marcos himself.
You're saying the Philippines was like a CIA-based?
CIA. There were more. I'm told there are more CIA people in the Philippines than there were at that time, and than any other place in the world.
We'll be back with our remaining moments with Jerry Spence, who hung up another win, successfully defending a Melbourne.
Siya ang sumalo ng halos lahat ng kaso na ibinabato sa kanyang pamilya. Karamihan sa mga kasong ito ay tungkol sa pagkamkam umano ng mga Marcos ng yaman mula sa kaban ng bayan. Taong 1990, naganap ang sinasabing Trial of the Century kung saang $1,000,000 ang kinwestiyon kay Imelda sa kasong fraud at racketeering. Dito sa gym sa likod ng bahay nakatago ang mga dokumentong nagpapatunay raw na not guilty ang pamilyang Marcos tungkol sa questionableng mga kayamanan. Nakaayos ang mga ito na tila nakaabang sakali mang mga ilangan sila ng ebidensya anumang oras.
We're entering the documents of the trial of the century.
Oh!
Here.
Ang naging depensa raw ni Imelda para maipanalo ang kaso, bago pa man raw naging presidente si Ferdinand, may mga ipong ginto na raw ito na lumaki ng lumaki ang halaga paglipas ng panahon.
When we started, it was $32 and then $35.
An ounce of gold. She's talking of gold.
Now, it's 1,300, 400, 500, 600, 800, nag-iiba-iba eh.
Iba-iba.
Ounce yan. You know, I won my case in New York on my 60th birthday.
I know, I was there. I covered you. And then you had a small party in that small Filipino pub.
Yeah.
You know, after the court, everybody went to that small Filipino pub. Punong-puno ng tao. Hindi ka makahinga. Kasi chest to chest na ang dami ng tao dun sa...
Nagkaroon ako ng
I
fun
remember.
eh. Imagine, alone, widowed, orphan, first lady of a third country, winning the case of the century.
Naku, sakasakali, ako hindi makonvict ako. Were there already...
I am resigned to whatever the Lord has planned for me. Anyway, I have always followed whatever they say about the good, the true, and the beautiful, and that is God being that is God made real. So I followed that path, and if you're in that path, you're in the path of God and the truth. Nobody can touch you. Can you imagine? I have now 986 cases, and all of them I won. And this case are not filed by individuals; they are filed by government, superpowers.
Opo.
And I have about 10 more, but I'm not afraid.